Looking forward to sharing our big 7-Eleven release with you here shortly. Okay, just over 6 minutes left before we get things kicked off. Want to make sure everybody can hear us okay. We'll get ready for our announcement in about 6 minutes. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining our live presentation today introducing our latest release, 7.11 of BPM Online. We're going to talk a lot about our intelligence and agility capabilities and how you can add those to your business operations. One of the things that we would ask is to get your feedback and questions as we go through this release announcement and presentation today. If you would please add them to the chat window that's there on your screen. Anytime you have a question or comment, we have our team available. They are reading the chats as they come in and sharing them with us throughout the presentation. So we'd love to get your feedback. If you have any questions, we want to make sure those get answers. And we also want to make sure, just real quick, that you can hear everything well and that the audio sounds good. So if we can get one or two of you to at least give us a thumbs up in the chat, that would be fantastic. And then we'll be off and running today. Now, with us today is Catherine Kostareva, our CEO and Managing Partner of BPM Online. We're very proud to have her here to talk about everything that's happening in our 7.11 release. And you have myself, Matt Tharp, our Chief Evangelist for BPM Online. You'll hear my voice quite a bit today, but we're really excited to get things started. So I'm going to hand it over to Catherine and let her talk to you a little bit more about the company and what's coming next.
Thank you, Matt. Hello everyone, very excited to be here today and very excited to have at this webinar not only BPM Online customers and partners, but also new attendees interested in BPM and CRM technologies. That's why I'll start this webinar with a brief introduction of BPM Online. We are a global vendor of the enterprise platform for CRM and business process management. With 7 offices and 400 partners all over the world, we have strong capacity to think globally but act locally. The foundation of BPM Online is the most agile business process management platform with CRM on top of it. The beauty and the core value of BPM Online products is the agility to change processes really faster than ever before, and also align marketing, sales, and service on a single platform, single technology. Together with our partners, we introduce hundreds of apps, add-ons, connectors, and templates on BPM Online Marketplace to enhance value that BPM Online brings to our customers. Our product line consists of 4 main solutions: marketing, sales, service, and studio for business process management. Each of them could be used as a standalone product, or they could be used all together, or in any combination as a bundle. All our community, all BPM Online community, is very proud to be widely recognized by key industry analysts. Forrester defines BPM Online as a leader in CRM space and has included BPM Online into their recent Lead to Revenue, Forrester Wave, Salesforce Automation Wave, and Customer Service Waves. While Gartner has also included BPM Online into all their CRM Magic Quadrant. CRM Lead Management, Salesforce Automation, and CRM Customer Engagement Center. And I can't be more happy to share the most recent recognition from CRM Magazine, who named BPM Online as one of 5 global leaders of the enterprise CRM and mid-market CRM industries. Matt?
Thanks, Catherine. It's I think the recognition is fantastic, and it definitely highlights the work that we've done on this incredible product. Now, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is just the growth and the speed at which things are changing. Now, you in the audience have probably heard at least one of these statistics. I'd be surprised if you hadn't. Data volume, as we've learned, is doubling about every 2 years. And about 90% of the world's data has been created in the last 2 years. And this was actually a stat from 2013. And when it was published, it was extremely provocative. It's been used extensively since then, I think, because it's so provocative. But the thing is at this point, I think we would all agree, with so many devices and so many applications, it's not hard to imagine data volumes growing that fast. In fact, what might surprise you is that it's not just data volumes. It's actually everything. In fact, pedestrians are even walking 10% faster than they did just a decade ago. Everything is moving faster, and the speed of that rate of change is increasing. Now, including the competition, right? Over 627,000 new businesses are being launched every year in the US alone. So chances are pretty good that at least some of them are your competition. This era of winning simply with a great idea is gone. 99% of our ideas are being developed by someone else somewhere. And unfortunately, 20 years ago, folks like Amazon could be successful with just great execution and the right idea at the right time. But today, what we're seeing is that even when you've got a great idea and you bring it to market at the right time, you look at folks like Uber and Lyft who have had a great idea, they've executed, they've been there early, they've grown fast. What's happened is the barrier to entry for new ideas is getting lower, which means you actually have to move faster to be able to keep up and to be able to compete. It's not enough to be the first to market. You actually have to maintain that speed and that pace. Actually, this is why we've unified CRM and why we focus so much on automating business processes. This is why we're investing so much in AI. When you hit a barrier to forward progress, we know the right technology can help you move faster. This is our promise to you, to help you move faster. And BPM Online was designed to help you accelerate. And that's our focus today. That's what we're going to cover over the next over the next hour. We're going to cover 5 major areas that we are focused on helping to accelerate in version 7.11. And actually, we're going to kick things off with a focus on productivity. Now, I believe we are quickly approaching peak productivity. I personally use 15 applications on a daily basis, with another 5 or so that I use periodically. At least 6 of them are focused on communications, and the rest are for things like presentations and articles and research and analysis. I can move faster and I can do more when I don't spend my time doing things that I used to have to do, like pulling the same reports month over month and chasing down someone for an update. It's not enough these days to be talented or skilled. We actually have to be experts in time management and delegation and technology. And even still, there are tasks and things that can bog us down that are possible to automate. Unfortunately, it's a problem that's only getting worse and not better. I think we'd all agree we could do some pretty great things with an extra hour in our day. And ultimately, this is why BPM Online is adding new capabilities in machine learning and AI in version 7.11 to accelerate productivity. We are really excited to share with you a video we've actually recorded about our AI and machine learning capabilities. We're going to share that with you now. I hope you enjoy. At BPM Online, we believe the core task of our technology is to unlock the potential of today's businesses by enabling them to be more focused on creative, transformational activities. BPM Online's AI-powered technologies free people to concentrate on intellectual, creative tasks, while routine operations are performed by machines. Hundreds of thousands of support cases go unresolved, and tens of thousands of leads go unprocessed. The reason? Because human beings are busy sorting and routing leads, or deciding which departments or employees are better qualified to handle a support case. This tedium can become a roadblock to progress. To remove this roadblock, we've empowered BPM Online with predictive algorithms that can perform operations automatically without human intervention. For example, after receiving a request from a potential client, the system analyzes the text of the message and determines the customer's need. And as a result, the lead is immediately assigned to the right group and the correct marketing campaign is launched. And when a new sales opportunity is created, BPM Online will determine the category or type of the opportunity based on information about the customer's budget, and other characteristics of the opportunity. AI significantly improves speed and quality of customer support calls. Let's have a look. When receiving a new support case from a client, the agent determines the service and priority of the call, then assigns the case to the support group they think is best suited to resolve the case. But what if hundreds of such support cases come in? What if there is a team that's actually more qualified? This is where AI comes into play. automatically classifying and routing cases based on data and historical performance. And as a result, BPM Online's AI-based technologies reduce the time to most successful resolution and help you make the right decisions at every stage of the customer lifecycle.
We have a commitment to our customers and partners. Each and every release of BPM Online will contain new AI features. So what's new in machine learning capabilities in our newest 7.11 release? First of all, now BPM Online can automatically predict the values of any drop-down list in the system. For instance, BPM Online service can mine the case description and define the type or category in the case automatically. What it means for the user: much less time spent filling in the data in CRM. Moreover, the system admin can define which particular fields should be filled in automatically and set up custom learning models for predicting the values of lookup fields in any system section throughout the whole system: marketing, sales, and service functionality. As an example of custom predictive algorithm, the system can predict the most relevant sales rep to assign the opportunity to, or, for example, the group of case owners that have to resolve a new case. Isn't it just great? Because can you imagine, it will significantly decrease the time that agents in the service department spent working on the case.
I think it's impressive when you start to think about how this is going to affect things like, resolution times, the ability for sales reps to actually act on the right information at the right time and move deals forward. I think it's great. I'm really excited to see all the progress we're making here. So we're going to put a poll up. We'd like to get your feedback and hear from your perspective if your company is using AI and machine learning in any of your existing technology. So there's a couple of options here, and while you guys are reviewing and answering and providing your feedback on this poll, we're going to answer some of the questions that have come up in the chat area. And so while you're filling that out, we're going to look at those now. And the first question, an obvious one, but we definitely should address that, and that is 7.11 available now? And the answer is yes, it is.
Sure it is, and it's available already as a trial version. So if you go to bpmonline.com and play with our trial, any product or a bundle, you're going to play with 7.11.
The next question is actually, what role does AI play in BPM Online's product and roadmap? I think, Catherine, you mentioned this, that you've made a commitment that to our customers and our partners,
right,
that every release is going to include some AI capabilities. So you should see that just be a constant in all of our updates from here on out.
Yes, we have number of groups for data scientists in our R&D. Some of them are focused on text mining capabilities. Some of them are focused on predictive analytics and predictive algorithm. So each of them has their own field of expertise, and all together they do an amazing, great job making our users' life better and their productivity, and raising their productivity and usability of the system.
That's great. Okay, now last question, and then we'll put the poll results up. And that is the AI that's available in BPM Online an additional cost or a fee? The answer is, for most customers, it won't. It won't actually be any additional expense. If you are one of those larger organizations, a significant size enterprise with lots of different algorithms and data models, it is possible that you'll reach a point where there'll be some additional cost. But I think that's going to be very few of the companies that we work with. So I think it's really exciting. And when you look at this is really interesting. It's different. It's different every
so
time.
Different. Yeah, it's so different. We just had our webinar for EMEA, and the results were completely different there. Actually, the majority of people in Europe said that this is not a priority for them for the coming 12 months. And it's so inspiring to see that here in the United States, the percentage of people who do consider implementing AI technologies is almost 50%.
It's great. I mean, it certainly says we're on the right track and that we're bringing these use cases to you at the right time. So it's good. I think the timing is good. All right. So the next section that we're going to talk about is the challenges that companies face with organizational agility. Now, I was talking to a former colleague of mine, a brilliant sales executive. He's currently at a really rapidly growing company. And it's actually a little bit smaller than his last company, but they're comparably sized. But all he could talk about was how fast that company was moving and how they've been able to change processes at least twice just in the last 6 months to adjust to customers and competitor demands. Now, this was something that he was saying is impossible at his last company. He sees another change coming on the horizon, and there is no fear or trepidation about it. He's like, Matt, you know how this is. It would take me at least 6 months to get something like this implemented before, and that would just be one change. Now I've got systems and an organizational support to actually move this fast, and it is awesome. He's like, we're going to double our number this year. And this, to be clear, wasn't just a CRM challenge for them. They actually focused on removing a lot of the manual tasks that slow down how sales and finance interact. And so not only did it impact revenue, but it impacted sales morale. This is a great example of how BPM Online is working to accelerate organizational agility, and that we've made significant improvements to our industry-leading BPM and case design functionality to support this goal. Now, we'd like to share another video that we've made to highlight our process capabilities in BPM Online.
Today's business landscape is changing at the speed of light. Organizations desperately need technology that enables them to respond to these challenges and attain higher level of agility. BPM Online provides a unique synergy of BPM and case management technologies to help businesses accelerate their time to strategy execution and innovate faster. With this unique combination, organizations can effectively design, execute, and optimize both structured and unstructured processes. Case management capabilities in BPM Online give you the flexibility to easily design and manage unstructured processes. Using the drag-and-drop case designer, you can effortlessly add and manage stages and activities, and your process is good to go. Using the out-of-the-box elements, building a case flow is fast and easy. With these elements, user can instantly set up various steps like approvals, changing the access rights, opening edit pages, configuring the case to automatically perform different tasks, send emails, and run sub-processes. All steps are easily customizable, so users can effortlessly add the step parameters and have the ready-to-go case in minutes. Now that we've configured the flow, let's take a look at how the case is executed from a user's point of view. As you can see, all actions are completed with just a few clicks, and the user can achieve the necessary result exactly as it was designed. For more structured processes, BPM Online provides a complete set of tools to effectively manage the process, including modeling, execution, monitoring, and analysis. The system also offers a set of out-of-the-box processes based on industry best practices to ensure the maximum efficiency. The Process Designer offers a wide range of ready-to-use elements to get your processes up and running in minutes. You can easily remove or add process elements and link them together to set up desired flow and reach desired business outcomes faster. After the process has started, the users see the list of tasks that we have set up for them. When one task is completed, the system automatically triggers the next step that was pre-configured. Everything is super easy for both the users who designed the process and for those who are actually guided by it during the execution. Empowering organizations with intelligent BPM and case management tools, BPM Online helps companies drive better strategic agility and accelerate their time to strategy execution.
Wow, Alex did an amazing job together with our marketing team How many hours, Matt, did you spend making those videos?
Oh, Alex and I did it on a first take every time.
So it's Jared who failed, right? Okay. Case management. Case management is heavily used to automate non-structured processes in BPM Online. Users love this tool. Just an example, B2B sales processes could be perfectly automated by case management engine. Now users can easily define the conditions to move from one stage of the case to the other. Moreover, they can define optional and mandatory steps of the case. And we continue to add new elements to our case management engine to give BPM Online users flexibility to create any cases needed for their business. For more structured processes, we always recommend our sophisticated business process management engine. Let's have a look at the new features in BPM engine. We added start timer process element. It enables users to easily set up the process launch at a particular time or period, for example, hourly, daily, or at midnight, or at 9 a.m., whenever you want. Moreover, now users can manually launch processes for a selected record in any system section. Let me give you an example. I want to launch a specific advisory process for one of my customer cases. To do that, I choose the case in the system, and just with one click, I easily launch the process. Simple like that. Many of our customers have dozens, if not hundreds, of processes in BPM Online, and each of those processes is being run thousands of times by the users. We added a capability to automatically archive all the previous executed processes. To help users keep track of all the tasks generated by the process, we have added a new communication panel tab, which displays business process steps that the current user has not completed yet. You can see it on the right side of the screen. And now the users can add out-of-the-box approval functionality to any system object in the section wizard. At the same time, the new approval business process element was added to the process and case designers. Let me give you an example here. You want to add approvals functionality to your documents section. You can do it now just with a few clicks of the mouse in the section wizard and the BPM engine. Great job of our BPM and case management team. Thank you very much, guys. Amazing. I'm sure that users will love all those new features.
Fantastic job. Next up, we're going to talk about how BPM Online accelerates time to ROI in this latest release. Now, over the years, and it's probably even just within the last year, I've probably read about 100 or so reports that talk about how personalized marketing campaigns can deliver better click-through rates and better conversion rates. They all give you some other, some variety of increased statistic, but the consensus is what we all already know. And that is, at the end of the day, the responsibility of every marketing team is to design and execute campaigns that get customers to act. And the pact we all agree to as consumers is that as long as you keep sending me useful content, I'm going to click and I'm going to stay subscribed. Now, it doesn't matter the size of the business or how many marketing applications you use. At the core of every marketing team is campaign orchestration. And that is ultimately why we've dramatically enhanced our campaign designer in 7.11 to accelerate this time to ROI for marketing teams. Now, let's take a look at another video overview of our campaign.
Today, marketers face numerous challenges, from the inability to reach customers with the right message to difficulties in finding the best time and channel to engage them. BPM Online features a powerful yet intuitive visual campaign designer that enables marketers to design the most personalized campaigns that reach audiences with the most relevant message on the right channel. Here's how I'm building my next webinar promo campaign. With a simple drag and drop, I add the campaign audience element to the campaign flow. By setting up the parameters for this element, it's easy for me to define who I would like to attend the webinar. As the first step in the campaign, I want to send an email invitation to a specific audience segment and land them on the webinar promo campaign. So I'm adding the relevant elements to the campaign flow. I can easily define the parameters for each element making sure campaign paths and transitions provide the most personalized experience. Of course, I set up exclusion criteria to automatically exclude campaign participants if certain conditions are met. For instance, if we're launching a webinar promo and the campaign participant has already registered, they'll automatically be excluded from further activity. With this simple drag and drop visual campaign editor, I've built my campaign in minutes. It's now up and ready to run. Once the campaign is launched, we can effectively track its performance with powerful dashboards in BPM Online. All of your critical campaign analytics, like opens, clicks, and registrations, are all available at your fingertips.
Amazing job, Matt. Frankly, this video is my favorite. That's probably because you like marketing field that much, but that was amazing, really.
Well, thank you. I know it's hard to believe I did all of that in one take. It's just incredible.
I don't believe you.
All the cameras.
I don't believe you. No one believes you here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have completely reinvented BPM Online campaign engine, and I'm sure that our users will love an updated tool as it brings much more flexibility and capabilities. First of all, users can now leverage a familiar BPM designer to build marketing campaigns. You're gonna use exactly the same UI as you use when building business processes in BPM Online. I know that many of our users have been waiting for us to make this update. So now it's done. You can see exactly the same designer as for the business processes, but right now you are building marketing campaigns in the same designer. And obviously, you can build the most sophisticated campaigns with this tool, with multiple entrance and exit conditions for the campaign participants. For example, you might have 3 different audience segments at the start of the campaign, and then unite them in one flow at the certain campaign step. We also actually added campaign branching capabilities that allow for segmenting campaign participants into the most specific groups to provide them with real, true, personalized communications. The last but not the least, now you can even create your custom campaign elements to extend the functionality of the campaign designer. So very powerful tool. I'm sure that our customers that use BPM Online Marketing will be excited to use it. And again, thank you very much to our R&D for developing this amazing new campaign designer.
It's really cool to see it. I think especially that last slide, the ability for marketers who have those unique use cases to be able to add a custom element to their campaign is really, really powerful. I think people will be really excited to start to leverage that immediately. So our next section that we're going to talk about is mobility. Obviously, mobility is critical to everybody, and it's certainly a big part of our updates in 7.11. And look, we know the core challenges, and there's lots of data points that we can share. But I've got a couple of fun facts that came up as we were putting this together. And so we know the original iPhone was released in June of 2007. So it's about 10 years ago. And now, 10 years later, 80% of US adults have smartphones. 92% of adults 18 to 29 have smartphones. It's crazy. It's, something that didn't even really exist 10 years ago is now just a standard for most adults. And I was meeting with an industrial tire dealer recently and noticed their entire sales force uses tablets to manage the quote to order process when visiting customers. It's so easy to take for granted the importance of mobility in the workplace, but we haven't. We've actually enhanced some critical mobile capabilities in version 7.11 that makes BPM Online even better for field and mobile-based teams. Now, Catherine, I'll let you share some of these fantastic improvements with everyone.
I'll be happy to. So, first of all, now you can configure push notifications to your mobile as a part of the business process. You can define in the process which push notifications your users will get to their mobile. Is it a new post in a feed or a scheduled meeting? You define by yourself when your users are notified. I know that many users love BPM Online filtering capabilities in the desktop version of the system. This is a very heavily used functionality. So now we added quick filters, not just search, but also filters to the mobile app as well. So the users can define multiple filters to get data and to find information in the mobile app, which is obviously very, very good new update in the system. What we also did, we updated our mobile dashboards. And frankly, I hope that you'll like them even more than the previous version, which again is heavily used by our community, and we've got lots of feedback about the usability of the dashboards. That's why we made some enhancements here as well.
It's super powerful. I love the dashboards. I know it's so easy to focus on things like mobile, and 2 years ago that would have been probably the lead-in for everything instead of AI. But literally things are moving that fast that mobile is now a standard. Our next section is, I think, really a huge topic that not enough people are talking about, and it's so easy to focus on how there's all these amazing applications that support individual functions or individual teams. But with so many applications, business interoperability is really becoming the next big organizational challenge. There's the great thing about the cloud is that it's easier and faster to deploy new technology in your organization, to stay up to date, to stay relevant and competitive. It's easier to adopt these applications than ever before. But unfortunately, it doesn't make it easier for the organizations to deal with. And standalone applications make it even harder for things like processes to be able to connect different teams within your organization. Like, for example, if you're an accounting firm, you're going to have separate tax software, separate payroll and general accounting applications. You're going to have different functional teams that are all going to support each one of these. And integrating these applications is actually crucial for orchestrating workflows and processes and creating efficiencies across functional teams. It's crucial to be able to do this to deliver a better experience for customers and to make sure that your business is at its maximum efficiency. And in order to do that, you have to be able to tie these applications together. And with version 7.11, BPM Online is introducing the ability for one-click installation of marketplace applications. Now let's take a look at the product.
Having a unified environment with all the tools needed to automate core business operations is a dream come true for many businesses. The BPM Online Marketplace makes it easy for users to extend the functionality of the platform with out-of-the-box processes, templates, and applications, creating a unified digital ecosystem within BPM Online. Let's have a look at the software solutions available from the marketplace. The first is vertical solutions, which are industry-specific processes and interfaces. These industries range from banks and financial services, real estate, law firms, pharmaceutical companies, and many others. These industries have particular tasks, so we have specific solutions available in the marketplace for that reason. The second is add-ons. A variety of different add-on applications are available to BPM Online users for solving business tasks. The third is connectors. Companies today use various software in their work, from a website engine and accounting systems to messenger and telephony systems. On the marketplace, you can find ready-to-use connectors for simple integration of already used software and services with BPM Online. The fourth software solution are templates. BPM Online Marketplace offers a variety of ready-to-use process templates covering many areas, not only within CRM, but also outside of CRM. Processes like HR, IT management, project management, etc. Just choose the template you need from the marketplace and have your entire process automated. You can instantly extend BPM Online capabilities with marketplace apps, templates, or add-ons, either from the marketplace or directly from the BPM Online interface. Adding a marketplace application from the BPM Online interface is just as fast and easy. You just need to log into the system and follow very simple steps. Extending BPM Online with powerful marketplace solutions allows for a higher level of integrity and automation. As a result, organizations are well equipped to tackle the challenges of quickly changing business environments, delivering a completely unique competitive edge.
Great job, Jared. Thank you. So many of you know that BPM Online Marketplace has been a really big thing for us during 2017. And we have hundreds of apps, connectors, process templates, vertical solutions on the marketplace already. And that's amazing how fast the thing is growing and how engaged our users and partners are. And they publish their apps, their templates, their new processes on the marketplace. That's phenomenal. And today, BPM Online users can install their apps just from the BPM Online interface, where they can actually manage all the apps and templates that have been previously installed. They can delete them, they can activate them, they can buy them, they can use it as a trial. So they have their own workplace inside BPM Online to manage all the marketplace apps. But definitely they can install the app from the marketplace as well. So when you browse through the marketplace, either you like a template or you need a particular app, you just click and install it with one click from the marketplace. So simple like that.
So let's go to another poll here. And again, while you're filling out your response for the poll, we're gonna go to some of the questions that we have. So the poll question is, which of the BPM marketplace products do you find the most valuable? So these are different categories. We have the category of vertical solutions. There are add-ons, so kind of plugins to the core application. Connectors, which are really about third-party applications. We've got process templates, which if you haven't checked those out, you definitely should. And then our services. So let us know which of those you find the most valuable, and we're going to take a look at some of the questions that we've been getting in from the audience here.
So the first one that I can see in the chat is, where do you have the most of your customers? Salesforce, automation, marketing service, or BPM? Great question, actually. So the answer is Salesforce automation, but the growth rate is highest at BPM portion of it. So we're growing truly fast with Studio, with BPM part of the product, while marketing sales service is growing as well right now, but BPM is really growing even faster than we expected, frankly.
The next question here is about sweet spot customer profile in terms of size and industry. And, we work with customers of all sizes, from, 20 seat accounts all the way up to, many thousands. And I think that's it's a testament to the flexibility of the application.
Right. So, as I told you in the beginning, the whole strategy of the company is partner-driven strategy. Our internal motto is that we think globally, but we act locally, and we could never do it without partners. And that is so great to have so many partners, 400 partners all over the globe. And those partners, some of them work only with financial services organizations, and you probably know that BPM Online has a great vertical for FinServ, and we actually recently participated and gained some recognition from this New York
from Finovate
event. Great event and great vertical for the financial services organizations. We have partners who specialize in law firms automation. We have partners that specialize in real estate businesses. So again, we grow all these BPM Online ecosystem through our amazing channel partner network.
And then the last is the question about the campaign designer, which is about, is it really no coding needed at all, ? And then there's another question actually related to that, which is about adding custom items to the campaign designer. So as we mentioned, you can add custom items to the campaign designer, and if you're adding something that's custom that doesn't exist, that would be a situation where you might need to do some coding. But really, the campaign is designed to enable you to be able to, customize your email templates without having to deal with the code, to be able to organize and orchestrate your whole campaign without worrying about code. So it is designed to be as no code as possible out of the box. But again, if you wanted to make it do something that it doesn't do out of the box, you have the access to do that. So that's really up to you. Now, okay, great, interesting. So, again, another set of poll results that's different from before, a much more even distribution. Obviously, connectors are in the lead, but not as much as we've seen in our prior sessions. So with a third of you said connectors are the most important, and then after that is add-ons, process templates, and vertical solutions, all very close to one another. That's very interesting.
And again, very different from Europe.
Right.
Okay. Other significant enhancements. So we have 200 of those enhancements in 7.11. And frankly, if I spent the rest of the day talking about those enhancements, it's not going to be enough. So we chose just some of them to share with you, to talk with you about. So first is our marketing product, and lots of improvements made in our bulk email management engine, the response management, campaign analytics as well. Campaign flow cannot be interrupted even if the system is restarted or even compiled. So lots of small enhancements that make life of our users happy and easier. Sales management. As you know, we have this powerful field sales module within our sales offering, and again, it's quite widely used, and we have lots of ideas and requests from our customers to enhance this part of the product. And it's now even easier to schedule the field visits, taking into account the route, average duration, and the frequency of visits, as well as the work hours of the staff with the new cyclic tasks section. Services. In BPM Online service, we are all about AI and productivity, making the agents' productivity higher, raising their productivity, making usage of the system even more comfortable and convenient. As an example, with BPM Online 7.11, users can quickly create a new contact or enrich an existing one from the communications history on the case. Platform. Again, filtering and folder management capabilities. I know that many of you use it and love it, and I've seen filters with hundreds of parameters in it. It's very powerful functionality, and we continue to make it more user-friendly, and we add features to this already very, very sophisticated functionality. Also, what we did, we added the ability to add dashboards to various record pages, and again, the location of this dashboard you define in the section wizard. So you define which dashboard, what type of dashboard, where it's going to be located, on which part on the page. So you fully customize the page with the elements that you want, including the dashboards now. Finally, I know that lots of our customers in Middle East have been waiting for this functionality, and frankly speaking, I was blown away when I saw the first time how the interface, right to left interface of BPM Online looks like. It's really amazing, and I'm so happy that our partners in Middle East will now get support of the Arabic language, Hebrew, and Farsi. So right to left interface released, and all our Middle East partners are very happy about those news. And of course, all the 4 products are available for trial on bpmonline.com. Again, you can trial one of them, you can trial all of them in a bundle. It's up to you. So you can play with them as much as you want, and we encourage you to definitely discover those new features of 7.11, and hopefully you'll like all of them as much as we do. Here you go, the next survey.
That's great. It would be interesting to see if you did talk about all 200 features, how long that would actually go. So we'd love to get some feedback from you. We've got another poll. Which of these released new features are most important for you? And keep in mind, we do value this feedback, not just here for the webinars, but we do take this offline and share it with the team. So we do act on this information. So please take a look at all of the released new features that are listed here. And the last one there, other enhancements, is inclusive of all of the stuff that Catherine talked about there at the end. So you've got the last one there that's one big bucket. Now, while you're filling that out, we'll address some more of the questions that have come up in the chat in the meantime. So the first one here, can we run this on our own servers? Absolutely. One of the things that's great about the platform is that it's feature for feature available on both on-premise environments as well as in the cloud. So this is a fantastic option, especially if you've got certain regulations or things that make on-premise necessary.
And we have on-premise subscription, which is also very convenient because it means that we not only deliver you all the new versions and all the new updates, but we also help you as part of the subscription. Our technical support helps you to deploy those new versions into your own instances. Although I should admit, and I'm very, very happy about that the majority of our customers are in cloud. And definitely there are lots of benefits of the cloud, and we definitely encourage all our customers to stay and to be in cloud with AWS, which is our strategic partner for the cloud.
Now, there's a couple of questions up here. So let's take this one here, Catherine. Are your process and case management tools capable of handling document management within an organization? What I've seen is there's a number of different use cases that are around document management.
There are lots of them.
Yeah.
There are lots of them. That's a big use case for BPM Online. Lots of organizations use BPM Online for document management as well. And actually, I would like to touch another point here, non-CRM processes. I saw in a chat that somebody asked which non-CRM processes could be covered by BPM Online, and that's a huge number of those, not just document and workflow management, but also HR processes, ITSM, IT service management processes. So actually, the whole internal service organization could be automated by BPM Online, and we have lots of happy customers using this particular functionality outside CRM functionality.
Now, there was also a question about whether or not the process engine was available at an additional cost. So, for our CRM customers, that process engine is a part of all of our applications, marketing, sales, and service. So you do get that bundled in as a part of the CRM. However, we do offer that as a standalone, and that's called BPM Online Studio. That is a separate application. So if you wanted just the BPM capabilities and the low-code application environment, this would be something that you could purchase separately. So it's really up to you. You can, if you want it bundled in with CRM, it's a part of that already. Now, let's take a look at the results that we've got just posted up here. Wow, yeah, this is great. So this one is actually more similar to what we saw in Europe.
So everyone in this world is excited about artificial intelligence, which is no surprise.
And then, of course, the process capabilities and extending that as well. And I'm surprised, given how many enhancements there are, that in other enhancements,
no one likes them.
Only got 6%.
Yeah, I'm also sad about that.
Well, I'm really excited. Thank you, by the way. Thank everybody. I really appreciate all of your feedback. It's great, and again, we do value it. We do use it. Next up is a project I'm really excited about. I'm glad to be able to talk about this. Just a few months ago, actually, we kicked off a BPM Online awards program that we call the Innovation Awards. This is a quarterly program. It rewards the most innovative customers and partners in each category of our business. So our CRM Innovation Award for unique and interesting implementations of CRM capabilities, and then the same for BPM and apps. So if you haven't already submitted a nomination for somebody that you know who's on BPM Online doing some really interesting and cool things, please do. If you're in the middle of an implementation and you're thinking about what you could do next quarter, our next quarter kicks off October 1st. So the submission form is on our website. If you go in and find the awards section, you'll be able to nominate a partner or a customer that you're aware of. Feel free to nominate yourself. There's no shame in that. If you've done something cool, tell the world about it. And we'll be giving out our first set of announcements about the first winners will be going out this first week of October as well. So really excited to have this happen, and looking forward to getting everybody involved in this as we move forward. And being able to talk about it on the second leg of our global tour, which is starting up again here in October. So we'll be in Paris starting October 17th for the first set of our European leg. Then Minsk on October 25th. And of course, as the months get colder, we tend to travel farther south. So we'll be in Indonesia and Australia and Brazil in the last part of the year.
Yeah. So actually we have partners that travel with us all over the world, and I believe that many of you know that we have previously visited quite a number of cities all over the world in H1, and everyone is is invited to join. We'll be happy. The more partners join us, the bigger crowd we have and more opportunities to partner and to work with the new customers. We always meet lots of new customers at these events. So if somebody wants to travel to Paris, you have an official reason to do that, BPM Online Global Tour, and we're happy to host you there.
And if you're in the Midwest or the Northeast and you're thinking about the next 3 feet of snowfall that you're going to get in November, feel free to join us in Brazil. I think there's no harm in that. I think it'd be a great place for you to join. All right. Listen, everybody, thank you so much. This has been great. We hope you've enjoyed the announcement, and we'd love to hear your feedback on the presentation overall. We want to know if the webinar was interesting and useful. You've got 4 options here. Of course, I'm biased. I think you should only have 1 option, and that's the first, but Catherine told me that's not right. So you have 4 options. We would love your genuine feedback, and thank you all for your time and your attention today. While you're filling this out, we want to take some of the questions while we still have time, see if we can get these answered. So let's see, we've talked about... here's a good one. Which enhancements are we planning in future versions of BPM Online? Will there be more AI-driven features? I think you addressed the AI piece.
Yeah, I already talked a lot about AI. That's our commitment to progress in this area. But the other big part for us is BPM, case management, and system customization. There are so many great things that our partners and actually customers themselves as well built on BPM Online platform. And our mission is to make it as flexible, as customizable as possible. So we want you to build the most complicated solutions and apps on BPM Online platform as the most agile, low-code platform. And I've seen many of those, and I know that many of those have been built without the developers, just by the analysts, using our section wizard, using BPM engine, using case management engine, and this is awesome. So this is a huge strategic direction of BPM Online product strategy, to develop our platform to build your own apps and products on this platform.
Now, one of the next questions here, we talked a lot about machine learning and AI, and one of the questions was around development of natural language processing capabilities in the near future. Now, actually, we are already doing natural language processing in the application today, and this is one of the areas where we're continuing to invest. We've seen a lot already around sort of, case routing and escalations and some automation around NLP. But this is definitely an area where we think, given that, a lot of CRM is about communication, we definitely see that NLP is going to be critical moving forward. So we're going to continue to invest there as a part of our AI function as well. Now, there's a couple questions here around tech savviness. So I'll just kind of summarize those. The general idea is, how suitable is BPM Online for non-technical teams? And I would say that, especially given the fact that we've designed the system around, and we've got a lot of experience in CRM, a lot of the users of CRM are non-technical users. And so, that's absolutely something that we've designed the system to support from day one. The user interface, we get lots of great feedback about how easy to use that is and intuitive. So, I would definitely encourage you to check it out and show it to your team. And I think you'll see they'll respond to that very positively. And that's it for us. So thank you so much. We'll give you some time back to your day and hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks so much for the feedback. Catherine, thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for so many questions in the chat. Frankly, we were really excited to see so many questions in the chat. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day. And please play with our trial version on the website. Visit bpm'online.com, and we are always here and happy to answer all of your questions. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
Enjoy.